Hi, I have a Honda Accord 2003 and it has a 2.4i VTEC motor engine. And so I went to have oil changed, and they always say that they're going to top off the fluids, but you really need to double check that they do. So I had to go to the store and I had to buy like majority of the fluids. I needed the power steering. I have an Asian car, so make sure that it says for Asian vehicles. I had to get windshield wiper fluid. I had to get antifreeze for Asian vehicles. And I also needed brake fluid, the 3-dot, okay? So just to show you where I put these things, your windshield wiper fluid will normally have a blue top and it'll have a windshield like symbol on there. And I usually just top it off so that I can start seeing the blue fluid. But when I started out, I needed to add at least about 4 cups to this. That's not called topping it off. Anyway, this is my power steering. And so when I took a look at this, it was below my minimum level. So here's my minimum, here's my maximum. I had to fill it up to the maximum, okay? And then I came over here to check my antifreeze, or antifreeze. And it was down here when I checked it. So here's your minimum level, here's your maximum level. And I just filled it just below maximum. And then I went over here to check my brake fluid, and of course the line for minimum is here, and when I started out I could see that the fluid was about right here, so I filled it up to maximum, which is about right there. It'll tell you. All right, so while you're in here, you should actually check to see if everything's nice and tight. I noticed that the brace for my battery is kind of loose, so I'm going to have to tighten that up. I also want to check to make sure that there's no corrosion on the battery terminals, and these are very, very clean. I also wanted to check my oil to make sure that it looks okay. Okay, and what you want to look for is a brown fluid, and you want to make sure that it is between those 2 dots. For my dipstick anyway, the lower dot is for minimum, the top dot is for maximum. So my oil looks nice and brown and clear, and I'm looking to make sure that it doesn't have any metal pieces in it, or that it's not black, because then you're burning oil. And then I also make sure that all these tubes are nice and tight. Nothing looks corroded. The engine is clean. Let's see. And while you're at it, try and check your tire pressure. For my car, this tire is 33 psi, and the back one is 32 psi. And it all depends also on the size of your tire. This is a 16-inch, but this car, if I wanted to, I could put like larger tires, like 17-inch on there. So anyway, the other tip I wanted to tell you is use a pair of gloves when you're working with your car. Make sure that you have a nice clean towel, and then maybe a paper towel, because I didn't use it, and my hands got all dirty. But that's okay, I can clean it. All right, good luck. Double check the work when you go get your oil changed. Make sure that they topped everything off.